Hi everybody, it's May 4th, 2020. Here in Mexico, I'm going to do a reading for you on the coronavirus. And I thought today I would introduce muscle testing in the reading as well. That's something I do with my other healing work. And I thought it might be interesting for people to see, if they haven't seen it before, what it is. Okay, so I'm sorry I couldn't film outside today. It's getting very bright here as it gets a bit hotter. Okay. And I hope you're all well. Okay. Oh. Okay. The first card we're starting with is the Three of Wands, which is about moving into the future. It can indicate traveling, but it can also deal more with just us evolving in our awareness, in our goals, in the way that we see things, broadening our horizons, basically. And the 3 is a very spiritual number as well. So this is the card for, for the present moment right now, the 3 of Wands. Probably people aren't planning on doing any traveling right now, so I would assume this is more about spiritual growth, seeing the bigger picture, looking into the future, and visualizing how things will be different in a positive way. The Knight of Cups presents a young energy, bringing lots of positive emotion and love. So some changes as far as energy, a young energy, a younger energy, maybe some younger people influencing how the coronavirus will have some positive effects on us. Next to the Knight of Cups, we have the King of Wands. So this could indicate actually two characters working together. And the King of Wands is actually a very, he is the most interesting of all the kings, because he has not only a dynamic personality, but also really interesting ideas. And he's a go-getter. He likes to get things done, always working on projects. And so this is a mature person, 40 or plus, looks like working with this other energy of moving things forward emotionally in a positive way. The next card is the Death card reversed. And the Death card doesn't necessarily represent actual physical death. It can just as often mean transformation, and it's reversed, which would indicate that it's not a really, it's not forbidding, okay? We know that people are passing away from coronavirus. If anybody has experienced that, I'm very sorry for your loss. And I think it would be good to do a clarification around this card, because it is a powerful card and it can make people more nervous. So let's just do a clarification around that card. Yes, okay. So I come up with these 3 cards. It's the 4 of Wands, the Judgment card, and the 7 of Wands as well. Interesting, there's a lot of wands here, which is a very energetic, creative, project-oriented type of energy. And these cards would indicate that, well, I think there is some sadness here, for sure, around sense of security and what is fair. and frustration about work. So yeah, that seems to be what's indicated there. I'm just going to do a muscle testing exercise also to clarify this. And you can see there's different ways of doing this. People have different, everybody has their own style. But I just ask questions, and internally the truth is revealed, okay? So I'm going to ask the question, death reversed, is this about actual death? Yes, it is. Is it also about losses that people are experiencing right now? Yes, it is. Okay. So with respect to losses that people are enduring, is this to do with freedom? Yes. Loss of freedom. Is this to do with loss of loved ones? Yes, it is. Okay. So in this case, the death card reversed does deal with actual death and loss, as well as like the people that have been lost due to the illness, but also the loss people are experiencing with respect to their personal freedom. And then, as of last week, we see the devil card, okay? Last week I talked about the devil card representing people rebelling, revolting. This actually just started the other day. It was in my reading for last week, but it was predicted as coming later. It came sooner because the protests have already started in the United States about people wanting to go back to work. The devil card, you know, can represent many things. It can represent codependency, addictions, sexuality, things like this. It also can indicate that people are feeling trapped, more trapped than they are, and they need to free themselves psychologically of this idea of being trapped, that we need to liberate ourselves. And that's why I sort of referred to people rebelling. It's more than that. It's not just protests. It's about how each person needs to trust their intuition in the way that they're dealing with what's happening emotionally, and to be really present about it, to be able to make the right decisions for themselves, their family, and to be free thinking as well, and not be to be open to different ideas and information that's coming through, and not let the darkness take over. Okay, that's how I interpret this card. And right next to the devil, we have temperance. So that's appropriate because the temperance card is speaking about balance, and in particular about our emotional balance and wellness. So staying grounded, being informed, not passing judgments, not resorting to fear, and ideally, if you're able to, and this may only be for people who are more privileged, but being able to imagine a future for yourself that might be different with some social adjustments, but that might work really well and be a positive experience for you as well. So this is about balance, emotional balance, keeping ourselves together. And the final card is the Ten of Pentacles. It's reversed. And the Ten of Pentacles it's kind of like a happily ever after card. Everything is coming together. The family's coming together. Finances are coming together. This I'm going to use as the final card in the reading, 1, 2, 3. So we're looking at 3 months from now. This looks like people are going to move back into a place of a more emotional and financial security. That's what this card represents. So anyways, if you have any questions, I always put my information down below. If you have any questions about the muscle testing or anything else you'd like to know about what I do, please throw me a question. I'm happy to answer. I'm in Mexico. And I have more time than usual right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video and have a lovely rest of your day.